In a dense, uncharted jungle, explorers have found a hidden civilization lost for centuries. This ancient society, with its mysterious artifacts and star-aligned temples, reveals a world of advanced technology and unknown influences. Join us as we unravel the secrets of a forgotten empire of the Olmec Civilization, where every discovery brings us closer to understanding its enigmatic past. Number 1. First discovery. Imagine this. You're hacking through a thick, almost impenetrable jungle, sweating bullets and swatting away bugs the size of your fist. Out of nowhere, your machete strikes something that isn't just another stubborn vine. Through the dense foliage, you spot it, a structure covered in moss and vines, but without a doubt, man-made. Your heart races as you realize what you've stumbled upon. This isn't just a random find, it's the gateway to a forgotten world, a lost civilization that has been hiding in plain sight for centuries. The thrill of the initial discovery is almost electric. As the team starts to carefully excavate, they uncover incredible artifacts, beautiful crafted pottery, intricate tools, and even remnants of what seems to be ancient structures. Each discovery is a piece of a larger puzzle, hinting at a sophisticated society that once flourished here. The excitement is contagious. Every artifact tells a story and raises new questions. Who were these people? How did they live? What happened to them? It's a thrilling moment of connection with the past, begging for a journey to uncover the secrets of this lost civilization. Number 2. Mysterious artifacts. As the excavation continued, the team started unearthing artifacts that had everyone starstruck. Imagine holding a beautifully carved figurine in your hands, feeling the intricate details that someone painstakingly crafted hundreds of years ago. These weren't just everyday objects, they were works of art, each one telling a story about the people who made them. The pottery they found was adorned with elaborate designs, and the tools were surprisingly advanced, hinting at a society with a high level of craftsmanship and ingenuity. But the real head-scratchers were the artifacts that didn't quite fit the narrative. Strange symbols carved into stones that no one could decipher, and tools made from materials that seemed out of place for the region. There were even remnants of what looked like a primitive form of technology. It was as if these people had knowledge or influences that went beyond their time. Each discovery added another layer of mystery, fueling speculation and excitement about who these people were and what secrets their civilization might hold. Number 3. Deciphering the language. Deciphering the language of this lost civilization was like opening a treasure chest filled with nothing but millions of dollars worth of secrets. The team stumbled upon stone tablets and pottery fragments covered in an unknown script. These inscriptions weren't just random scratches, they formed a sophisticated and beautiful language. Linguists and archaeologists teamed up, piecing together clues and cross-referencing symbols with known languages. You could almost feel the excitement in the room as they slowly began to unlock the meanings behind these ancient writings. The first breakthrough was electrifying. Words and phrases started to emerge, revealing glimpses of the civilization's daily life, their beliefs, and their history. It felt like they were listening to voices from the past. The text spoke of gods and rituals, trade and governance, painting a vivid picture of a complex society. With each deciphered word, the team felt closer to understanding these people, their triumphs, and their struggles. The language was not just a means of communication, it was a direct link to the minds and hearts of those who once lived in the deep jungle. Number 4. The lay of the land. Uncovering the city layout of this lost civilization was like sitting down to solve a giant, ancient puzzle. The dense jungle had kept these secrets hidden for centuries, but as the team cleared away the vegetation, they began to see the bones of a once thriving civilization. Streets, plazas, and residential areas emerged, telling a story of a well-organized society. The layout was surprisingly advanced, with evidence of irrigation systems, public buildings, and even marketplaces. There were communal spaces that hinted at a rich social life, and the remains of what looked like a grand temple suggested a strong spiritual center. Every corner turned revealed something new and exciting, painting a picture of a civilization that was not just surviving in the jungle, but thriving. Number 5. The temple at the center of it all. The central temple was the crown jewel of this ancient city, standing as a testament to the civilization's spiritual and architectural prowess. Sitting snug at the heart of the city, this grand structure dominated the skyline with its beautiful carvings and towering pillars. As archaeologists carefully brushed away centuries of dirt and vegetation, they found stunning reliefs and sculptures that depicted gods, rituals, and celestial events. Built with precision and care, the temple's stones fit together seamlessly, showcasing advanced engineering techniques. The alignment of the temple with celestial bodies suggested a deep understanding of astronomy. Inscriptions found on the walls hinted at a sophisticated calendar system and a society that valued both science and spirituality. Number 6. Agriculture. Agricultural innovations are usually the unsung heroes of ancient civilizations, and this lost city was no exception. Archaeologists uncovered evidence of advanced farming techniques that were centuries ahead of their time. Terraced fields stretched across the landscape, geniusly designed to prevent soil erosion and maximize crop yields. These terraces, combined with an intricate irrigation system, allowed the civilization to cultivate a variety of crops in a very challenging environment. It's fascinating to think that while the rest of the world was still figuring out basic farming, these people were already masters of sustainable agriculture. Number 7. A trade economy. Trade and economy are the lifeblood of any civilization, and this lost city was no different. Imagine bustling marketplaces filled with exotic goods and vibrant activity. The remnants of trade routes discovered by archaeologists tell a story of a highly connected society. These people weren't isolated, they were savvy traders who established networks, stretching far beyond their jungle home. From the artifacts found, it's clear they had access to rare materials and luxury items. Imagine finely crafted jewelry made from distant metals and intricately woven textiles that showcase their flair for fashion and craftsmanship. Evidence suggests they used a form of currency, possibly shells or stones, which facilitated trade and standardized transactions. This level of economic sophistication allowed them to not only thrive, but also to influence neighboring regions. Their surplus agricultural produce, advanced crafts, and strategic location made them a central player in the regional economy. Number 8. Social hierarchy. Diving into the social hierarchy of this lost civilization is like peeling back the layers of an onion, kind of like Shrek. At the top, you had the elite, possibly royalty or high priests, living in grand structures that are still as grand as ever. These royals likely had immense power, guiding both spiritual and political aspects of daily life. Their homes were decorated with special carvings and precious materials, a clear indicator of their status. Meanwhile, skilled artisans and merchants formed the middle class, essential for maintaining the city's economy and culture. Their crafts, from pottery to textiles, weren't just commodities, but also a means of expressing identity and tradition. At the base of the pyramid were the laborers and farmers, whose hard work sustained the entire society. Though they might not have enjoyed the same luxuries as the elite, their contributions were vital. Number 9. Artistic achievements. When we talk about the artistic achievements of this lost civilization, we're diving into a world of incredible creativity and expression. Archaeologists stumbled on a hidden gallery deep in the jungle, filled with vibrant murals, near-perfect pottery, and beautiful jewelry. Their artwork wasn't just decorative, it told stories of their daily lives, their gods, and their myths. One of the most striking finds was a series of murals depicting celestial events, which suggests they had a deep understanding of astronomy. These murals, painted with natural dyes, have remarkably held their color over centuries, offering a clear window into their world. It's clear that art was a cornerstone of their society, reflecting their values, beliefs, and a profound appreciation for beauty and craftsmanship. Number 10. Technology in the heart of the jungle. The technological advances of this lost civilization are mind-blowing. Picture a society living in the heart of the jungle, disconnected from the rest of humanity, and showcasing a level of genius that rivals the ancient world's most celebrated cultures. One of their most impressive feats was their sophisticated water management system. Using a network of aqueducts, canals, and reservoirs, they effectively controlled the flow of water to support their agricultural fields even during dry seasons. They developed advanced tools and techniques for building their impressive structures, from towering temples to complex residential zones. Their metalworking skills were equally incredible, producing finely crafted tools and ornaments from copper and bronze. Number 11. Women in power. Unlike many ancient societies where women's roles were often confined to the home, here, women played a central part in both the society and the economy. They were not only involved in household management and childcare, but also took on significant responsibilities in trade, agriculture, and even governance. Historical records and artifacts suggest that women could own property, engage in commerce, and participate in decision-making processes, reflecting a society that valued their contributions across various sectors. Number 12. Warriors of old. The warrior class of this lost civilization was the stuff of legends. These formidable fighters weren't just muscle-bound brutes, they were highly trained and strategically savvy. Archaeologists found weapons that were more advanced than many of the cultures of that time. Intricate designs and inscriptions on their gear suggest that each piece was not only functional, but also held symbolic significance, possibly meaning there were ranked hierarchies. Interestingly, the warriors were also deeply ingrained in the cultural and spiritual life of the society. They were seen as protectors not just of the physical realm, but also of the community's values and traditions. Ceremonies and rituals often celebrated their bravery and honored their service, with legends of heroic deeds passed down through generations. Their legacy was etched in both artifacts and folklore, and they were held in very high regard. Number 13. Knowledge of medicine. The medical knowledge revealed a deep understanding of both natural remedies and complex surgical procedures. Unearthed medical texts and tools suggest they practiced a form of holistic medicine, using herbs, plants, and minerals to treat a variety of ailments. They seemed to know which plants could soothe a fever, which roots could reduce inflammation, and even which concoctions could be used for anesthesia. Archaeological finds include well-crafted surgical instruments made from materials like obsidian, which is sharper than modern steel, and was likely used for precise incisions. Evidence of trepanation, or drilling holes into the skull, indicates they performed this risky procedure with a surprisingly high success rate, possibly to relieve pressure from head injuries or even treat brain conditions. Number 14. Making the environment their own. The environmental adaptations of this lost civilization were genius. Deep within the jungle, they developed methods to thrive in an environment that many would find challenging. One of their most remarkable achievements was the creation of an elaborate irrigation system. They harnessed the power of rivers and rainfall, plenty of that in a rainforest, constructing channels and dams to manage water flow, ensuring their crops received a steady supply of water even during dry spells. The city layout took advantage of natural land formations, using hills for defensive purposes and valleys for cultivation. They even planted specific types of trees and vegetation around their settlements to serve as natural barriers against wild animals and to stabilize the soil, preventing erosion. Number 15. Religious beliefs. The religious beliefs of this lost civilization were as rich and intricate as the jungle they inhabited. At the heart of their spiritual life was a deep respect for nature. They believed that every element of the natural world, from the towering trees to the smallest streams, was blessed with divine spirits. This belief system fostered a profound respect for their environment, guiding their agricultural practices and daily interactions with the natural world. Rituals and ceremonies were often conducted in sacred groves, with offerings made to appease the spirits and ensure bountiful harvests and protection from natural disasters. Priests and priestesses, who were highly respected in society, played crucial roles in interpreting the will of the gods, performing rituals, and maintaining the temple. Number 16. Sharing cultures. Cultural exchange was one of the most fascinating aspects of their society. Despite their remote location, they were far from isolated. Traders from distant lands would travel through jungles to reach their thriving city, bringing with them not just goods, but also new ideas, stories, and customs. This constant influx of foreign influence helped shape their unique culture, blending indigenous traditions with exotic elements from neighboring civilizations. This cultural melting pot not only enriched their own civilization, but also created a legacy of innovation and creativity. Number 17. Daily life. The daily life in this lost civilization was a vibrant mix of routines and rituals that painted a vivid picture of their world. From dawn till dusk, the city buzzed with activity. Life was communal, with neighbors sharing meals and stories, creating a tight-knit community where everyone knew each other. As the day progressed, different parts of the city showcased various aspects of their sophisticated society. Artisans crafted intricate jewelry and pottery, while scholars debated philosophical ideas in bustling forums. By evening, the city transformed into a place of relaxation and entertainment. Public squares turned into theaters where musicians and dancers performed, and storytellers captivated audiences with tales of heroes and gods. Number 18. The collapse. The collapse of this once thriving civilization is a tale filled with intrigue and mystery. Scholars have pieced together clues that suggest a combination of natural disasters, such as severe droughts or catastrophic floods, played a significant role. These environmental challenges would have strained their resources and tested their resilience to the breaking point. Adding to the puzzle are signs of sudden, violent conflict found in the ruins, abandoned homes, unburied bodies, and signs of fire and destruction. The exact cause remains a mystery. Number 19. Conservation efforts. Conservation efforts to preserve the remnants of this lost civilization are nothing short of heroic. Teams of archaeologists, historians, and environmental scientists are working tirelessly to protect these ancient ruins from the ravages of time and nature. Imagine the challenge of safeguarding delicate structures and artifacts hidden deep within a dense, often hostile jungle. Every day, these experts battle the elements, warding off encroaching vegetation and managing the effects of humidity and erosion that threaten to erase centuries of history. Number 20. Implications for history. The discovery of this lost civilization has profound implications for our understanding of history. It's like finding a missing puzzle piece that reshapes the entire picture. Historians are now re-evaluating timelines, trade routes, and cultural exchanges that were previously thought to be well documented. This civilization's existence suggests that human societies were far more interconnected than we ever imagined, thriving and interacting in ways that challenge our previous assumptions about isolation and development. This newfound civilization isn't just a chapter in history, it's an invitation to reimagine our past and rethink the intricacies of human progress.